Yeah, I thought our guys played really hard tonight. We ended up with 33 deflections in the game. Our goal was 32. Two goals we didn't meet. I wanted to hold St. Mary of the Woods to 50 points. We gave up 51, so I'm disappointed in that. And then we had 15 turnovers. Our goal is to have 12 or less. Didn't meet that threshold either. We got to clean up taking care of the ball, especially here moving forward. Our guys gotta value the ball, hit singles. You don't always have to hit home runs, and just make the simple plays. And I think, man, our offense will really take off. Defensively, I was proud of our transition defense. We've been, spending ridiculous amounts of time on it, to be honest with you, about 30 minutes of every practice on it. I thought our effort was really good in transition. I thought our talk was way better in transition as well. We always use the term, hey, house on fire. That's how you got to sprint back. I thought that was way, way, way better. We got to be better, though, blocking out. Thought we gave up too many offensive rebounds there. Second chance points, and then we got to be able to talk better. We got a quiet group in nature, and I always tell our guys every day, it's like, listen, it doesn't matter what your personality is off the court. When you're on the court, when you enter that 94/50, it's your job to talk. You have to communicate. The teams that communicate know what's going on. It helps keep guys together and on the same page, but also creates an energy and a toughness that we really need. So obviously a lot of things we got to get better at. My message to the guys afterwards, obviously we're about to enter league play here. Every team 0-0, 18 games, obviously for the MAC championship. So it's about staying the course and who can get better, right? A lot of teams will flatline and plateau at this point in the year because, a lot of guys have bumps and bruises and whatnot. We got to stay the course and continue to get better here. Obviously, we're starting out at Central Michigan, I believe, on Tuesday.
Coach, since it was your last non-conference game, did you come into tonight thinking of anything in particular as far as personnel, groupings or playing times or maybe combinations that you wanted to see together? How were you going to handle it for a game like this?
Yeah, I wanted to see, Curtis Harrison's obviously been out all year with an injury. I thought he practiced pretty well the last 2 days. I thought he played hard. The game will always honor toughness. It's funny, those balls will drop a little bit more around the rim, and good things will happen to you when you just lose yourself in the game. I thought Curtis diving on the floor, hedging ball screens. I know he had a couple fouls out there, but I don't care. We got plenty. We got him, Jaquel Anderson. We're okay. All right, we'll foul. I don't really care up front. But his aggressiveness and I thought his mentality really helped our team. I thought he gave us a great spark. And then all of a sudden, it's like Jaquel Morris, guess what he did? He said, oh, shoot, I better play a little harder. Right? So I thought Jaquel upped his game a little bit with his effort, especially there kind of later into the second half. And he's a freshman. He doesn't know the difference between up and down right now. Right? But I thought all of a sudden, I think Curtis is pushing him a little bit. It's good to have that competition for minutes. So, obviously getting Julian back was nice. Again, it's good to have him out there and see what our team kind of looks like. We haven't seen a lot of our guys all together this year. So there's some different combinations that we got to kind of look at moving forward.
So how ready are you for conference play?
Oh, I'm ready. My wife, we just had our third baby the other day, so she did a good job because I was worried about this because I knew she was due early January, and I said, baby, it'd be nice if we can have it during Christmas break, like during December, so it doesn't mess with our conference schedule. So my wife, being the trooper that she is, she had the baby on December 27th, which, again, I'm very, very appreciative of. But we're obviously starting out on the road here at Central Michigan, and we take it one game at a time. Every game's a Super Bowl. Every game. I don't care where it's at, who's it against, doesn't really matter. Every game's a Super Bowl, man. They all count the same, right? Game 1 counts just as much as game 18 in league play. So you can't get too high or too low. You look at it like I know some teams have had, like Kent State's had a tremendous non-conference, but it's anybody's league. The MAC's always going to be jumbled up, man. It's going to be very even. There's a ton of good players, good coaches, man, good teams. So, we're ready to roll.
Coach, I know you said the team's been working on the transition defense a lot, and it looked like there was some improvement, as you mentioned, tonight out there. To what extent do you think making some improvements on the passing game? A lot of teams overplay the passing lanes and on you and that. So to what extent is fixing that part of improvement on the passing itself.
No, I agree. That'll help our transition defense too, right? I mean, it's hard to get back in defense if it's a turnover. Live ball turnovers kill you. And, I think for us, man, our guards got to continue to look forward. If teams are going to overplay us, we'll just backdoor you to death, right? And then we should be able to open up driving lanes for guys like Mackay. We don't have a ton of experienced guards, other than Mackay. And we rely a lot on him, a ton. And his shoulders, even though he's 5'6", 130 pounds, his shoulders can handle it, but we got to use Anderson, who's unique as almost like a pseudo point guard as well, right? Because I think he can be a great pressure releaser for us here, especially going into conference play. Because you're right, I think when teams start overplaying us, we got to have an answer.
There are times you can look out there and see Safford, streaking to the basket, with authority, Are you looking forward to the day, do you see it in these freshmen, where there's going to come a day when they'll be able to be like that, to just go with authority to the basket?
Yeah, I hope so. They better. Again, they're freshmen. I keep on telling the older guys, listen, they have to show the younger guys how to do things. When freshmen come in and it's like, man, they have no, like I said, Quell doesn't know the difference between up and down. Neither does Billy, neither does Ryan, neither does any of our freshmen. Mitch, Eli, who's a walk-on for us. The older guys have to show them how things are done. Now, taking over a program year one can be difficult because you know what? These older guys don't know necessarily what I want. They haven't been here for multiple years. They haven't been in the system for 2 to 3 years, and they can show those guys. A lot of times that's how you get your player leadership. Guys that have been multiple years under you, know the system, can teach them how things are done. And that's been a struggle for us to this point. And it's something that we have to overcome. But a guy like Morgan, right? Morgan's won before. He won at Wofford, and he played. It wasn't like he was sitting over on the bench, watching guys. Like, he played, and he's won. So he knows what it takes to win. And I think that's so important. And Morgan's got to continue to show those guys. And he's been really working hard at it on his leadership. A lot of times you guys see, because he does a great job cutting and getting to the rim and all that. But, his leadership, I think, is the thing that can really impact our team in a big way moving forward.
So how ready are you for conference play by now?
I think we as a team, we're getting there. We're young, and tonight definitely prepared us to get ready for conference. It was a good way to get back into the swing of things. We definitely locked into a lot of things like transition defense, and practice rebounding, and just running our offense. So I think we're trending in the upward direction going into conference play, and I think that's the best. You want to play your best basketball leading into March.
As one of the veterans of the group, how much improvement have you seen, especially out of the younger guys, over the course of non-conference play from where you first laid eyes on them to right now?
I think they taken a lot of growth over these past few months. The season's long, and they're making the right steps moving forward. And I think I'm really proud of them, especially Ryan, Billy. They're playing big minutes as freshmen. So I just need them to pick it up a little bit more because there's going to be a lot more needed from all 16 of us heading into conference play. So I'm definitely proud of the steps they've taken.
So it was an interesting starting lineup tonight, a little bit different than what we've been seeing. Was that just a case of wanting to see what those guys, get an extended look at the new guys?
I have no idea. Coach makes those calls. I kind of just, Coach puts those people out there. I'm just ready to play when the tip jumps. So that's a question for Coach Steele.
How do you feel about your own game as far as your offensive weapons at this point in time? It seems like you're still able to hit that, give them some outside shots if necessary, or mid-range, and yet you're still one of the guys that can get to the basket.
Yeah. I just think I try to be consistent on offense. Consistency is key. So if I can score on all 3 levels, I just try to help my team as best as possible.
And you feel like you're you're getting to that point where you feel confident at all those levels right now?
Yeah, I'm definitely hitting my stride, and I think I got a lot more to give to my team as we lead in the conference play.
As you look at this team, is there an area that concerns you the most going into conference play?
I think we have to be a lot tougher. You know, we have a lot of young guys, and we got beat up a little bit tonight on the board, so we got to do that, and we also got to value the basketball. Having 15 turns tonight is not good. So definitely our physicality and taking care of the ball is the two areas I think we need to grow in.